What's up guys, this is the LG G2. It has a 5.2 inch screen, has the buttons on the back, the 13 megapixel camera, a flash, an IR blaster on top, a charging port and headphone jack on the bottom, as well as a microphone and the speaker. Now, I'm in a very unique situation because I had this phone for almost a year. I bought this phone in 2015. I bought it used. I do have T-Mobile, so this is the Verizon variant, so it is unlocked. And I just want to share my experiences a little bit. Like I said, I've had this for almost a year now. Software wise, I rooted it and I ROM'd it, so it is running Android 5.1.1. It is a CyanogenMod based ROM. It's not completely CyanogenMod, but it does have some aspects of that. And this phone is completely fluid. I actually have this phone underclocked, undervolted, and it is actually still running like this. You know, as you can see, it is super smooth, super fluid, super responsive. As you can see, I'm multitasking, and you know, basically everything you want in a phone. Now, this isn't, you're not gonna want to compare this to a freaking Galaxy S7 or anything, but especially camera wise, don't even get me started about the camera. The LG G2's cameras, like I said, is 13 megapixels. Because this is a CyanogenMod based phone, the camera quality suffers completely. If you're stuck on a stock base like LG stock, the camera's actually pretty good. But in this case, it's so choppy, it's so laggy. Even the front camera, look at it, it's so choppy. The photos turn out okay, but it's just, when you take the photo, it's just so nasty. I mean, look at these photos, they're just so weird. You know, like I said, the biggest gripe that I have with this phone probably would be how sensitive the touchscreen is. It's kind of crazy. I guess I'll get into that in a minute, but as you can see before in this, it kind of came up, and it's really weird how it is. Gaming wise, you know, games like Pew Pew, like I'm playing here, Temple Run, Fruit Ninja, Crossy Road, all those games, they will play completely fine. You will not run into any hiccups or anything, like you can see. Sorry about the quality on this shot. But yeah, the gaming wise, you will be perfectly fine. Heavier games like Dead Trigger or Call of Duty, there might be some dropped frames here and there, but not really. It kind of does heat up every once in a while if you're playing a heavy game, but if you're a casual user, I think you'll be pretty much fine. The Verizon logo up front really bothers me. I don't even have Verizon, I have T-Mobile, but just staring at the logo really does bother me from the screen. And the biggest problem of them all, the dead zone. Now, I didn't think this was going to happen on my variant because it was used like a year before, and then I bought it and it just now started happening this year, like 2 weeks ago. So as you can see, the dead zone, when I pull down the notification bar, it's just crazy how and this my phone isn't even the only one that does this. If you go on Reddit or anything, people talk about it all the time, and this is a huge problem because if you're on Snapchat and DMing people or whatever, it's just crazy because like when you draw or something like that, not really DMing, I'm sorry, but you can see that there's like a bar running across that you can't even draw over, and it's just kind of sad because this phone has so much potential. You know, I love this phone so much, but having that dead zone there, it really brings it down a little bit. But don't let that be the reason you do not get this phone, guys. Please do not, because this phone is freaking awesome. Without the dead zone, look at the battery life. Okay, it has the same battery, 3000 milliamp hour. That's the same one in the Galaxy S7. I'm getting an hour and 55 minutes, almost 2 hours of on screen on time with moderate use, and I'm on 54%. You know, so this phone still has a bunch of life in it, and this phone has a bunch of ROM development behind it, huge ROM community, development community. Like here, I'm running Android 5.1.1. It's only supposed to go up to 5.0.1, but there's so many ROMs for this, guys. Trust me, you can find this phone for less than $100. I bought it for $100 a year ago. You can probably find one for AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, Verizon, all these models. You can probably find one for less than $100, maybe even $70 or something. I would classify this as the best budget phone you can get, honestly. I've had a lot of phones. I've had Galaxies, I've had iPhones. For the biggest bang for its buck, this phone is definitely where it's at. And I guess I will conclude there. Please guys, subscribe to my channel. I have so much more content coming out, and the quality of these videos will only progress further if you guys subscribe. And you know, comment if you guys do have any questions, or you want to see something in the next video, or you want me to fix something in this video or something like that. Please feel free to comment. Like this video, because all the likes I can get will only mean I can make better, newer videos. And yeah, add me on Snapchat, that is @SimpleAlpaca. And before I forget, I gotta say this one thing.